Meron pa bang katarungan sa ating panahon? I mean, still people are asking, can we have justice in our days? Ako, personal, ang tingin ko, meron pa naman. The fact na ang Diyos hindi pa kinukuha mga Kristiyano and we are experiencing the works of God through us na mga Kristiyano at sa ating panahon, I believe there's still justice. But let me share with you some comments. Yes, meron pang hustisya, but it's difficult to obtain. Justice is often for sale. Prostituted, selective, double standard, often delayed, and mostly denied. Ngayong hapon, nais ko pong bahagi sa inyo ang pagtalakay tungkol sa katarungan, justice. It's more than what we thought about justice. Halimbawa, pinatay, aksidente, and some people say, give us justice, katarungan, katarungan. It's giving justice more than what people deserve. Well, tulungan tayo ng Diyos. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Ako yung lingkod, Fred Dixman, ang life coach ng Squad 240. Salamat po sa ating mga kapatiran na patuloy na nakikiisa, nag-aaral, salita ng Diyos. Most especially sa ating Squad 240 ng Philippine National Police. I want you to listen and please comment. Dahil pag hindi tayo inam sa pakikinig ng mga bagay tungkol sa Biblia, para lang tayong tumingin sa salamin at hindi tayo nag-apply tulad ng sinasabi ng salamin. But let's hear and apply. So, yung comments na nabanggit natin kanina, even our mindset tungkol sa justice, buti na lang hindi standard. Of course, ang standard, ito pa rin ang Biblia. Ito pa rin ang salita ng Diyos. Huwag tayong lalayo dito. Even the Constitution of the Philippines ay dapat nakabatay sa hustisya ng ating Panginoong Diyos na si Kristo. Ang mga comment na ating narinig o napapansin or even our own ay senaryo na nagaganap sa buong mundo. At sadly, some countries are experiencing total injustice. Malala pa sila. Let me share with you comments ni C.S. Lewis. Justice means much more than the sort of thing that goes on in law courts. Totoo po yun. Hindi lamang po yung katarungan ang dapat maganap na sinasabi sa loob ng korte. It is the old name for everything we should now call fairness. Di lamang sana maganap yung fairness sa loob ng court, ipatupad din to sa labas. Mangyari na gagawin nating lahat doing fairness. And it includes honesty, give and take, truthfulness, keeping promises, and all that side of life. Dahil ang reference point natin is God. True justice in any society is one that is anchored sa moral values. Hindi yung yun lang inaakala kong dapat gawin sa akin. Yung inaakala kong what I deserve na hinihingi ko. It's more than what God wants to happen. So, pag hindi po yun ang natupad, yung sinasabi ng Diyos, wala pa rin talagang totoong hustisyang nagaganap. Sa Ethical Doctrine Manual ng Philippine National Police, it says, PNP members shall strive constantly to respect the rights of others so that they can fulfill their duties. and exercise their rights as human beings, parents, children, citizens, workers, leaders, or in other capacities, and to see to it that others do likewise. In short, ang ating mga kapulisan, people in uniform, magsikap na igalang ang karapatan ng mga tao, ng ibang tao, upang magampanan ng mga taong yon ang kanilang tungkulin, magamit nila ang kanilang mga karapatan bilang tao, magulang, anak, mamamayan, manggagawa, pinuno, at sa iba pang mga kakayahan at tiyakin ng kapulisan ng iba na sila, ang mga tao, ay gumagawa din ng ganon paraan. Meaning, our PNP personnel will be a force multiplier ng mga tao to spread doing fairness. Pangangalagaan ang karapatan ng tao na maipamuhay, maipatupad ang pagtupad sa karapatan. Of course, maaapekto ng mga tao, damay tayong lahat na makararanas ng magandang buhay. And justice and judgment are interrelated. Judgment is the verdict in punishment. Ito yung desisyon doon sa nararapat na lapatan ng katarungan. Justice is the exact measure given where punishment is implemented for the crimes committed. So, bilang mga tao na dapat nangangalaga sa karapatan ng bawat isa, karapatan ng human beings, andun po yun sa Miranda Doctrine na nakaukit sa Section 12 of the Bill of Rights ng 1987 Constitution. And ito po sinasabi ng batas na yon, Section 12, any person under investigation for the commission of an offense shall have the right to be informed of his right to remain silent, to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. If the person cannot afford the services of a counsel, he must be provided with one. So napakamakatarungan. Yung wording na ito ng Section 12 ay ginagamit ito ng mga kapulisan, people in authority, when they apprehend somebody who did an offense. Ito tinatawag ni Mirandize or Miranda rights. Meaning, they will be read. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will and can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right of an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, the state will provide you one. Pagka ito po ay naihayag, naisabi, naipaalam sa offending person, wala siyang may kakatuwiran na siya ay tinanggalan ng karapatan. Ang driving purpose po nito, yung Miranda rights, is to prevent law enforcers na yung individual na nakagawa o suspect ay ma-incriminate nila yung sarili nila. So still, since ang justice is expresses or shown as blind, whether you are accused or nag-aakusa, parehas may karapatan until proven guilty. So, ang Miranda rights is for us, law enforcers, to prevent the suspect to self-incrimination. Na kung saan ang mabuti at masama ay parehas na nakaranas ng katarungan. And again, ito na ang panahon na malungkot ng konti sapagkat ang mabuti at masama ay parang magkatugma. Relative na lang pagdating sa justice na nangyayari sa highlighted ng mga media. Parang hindi justice parang justice na lang. Justice. Kumbaga kung may pera ka, okay ka, makakawala ka, makakapunta kung saan-saan, nagnakaw ka ng bilyon-bilyon, maghihintay ka ng katarungan or justice or fairness, pero nanguha ng mangga ka sa kapitbahay, nakakulong agad. There's no fairness there. Tila lumalabas na ang justice is relative. So, Sinasabi natin to sapagkat we should be aware, it remains in the level of our faith sa ating Diyos. Kung di ho tayo magtitiwala sa Diyos, sa makatarungang Diyos, talagang wala kang gagawin kundi tablahin mo na lang itong mga to or mata sa mata. Pero hindi po natin i-encourage yan sapagkat there will be no justice at all pag inilagay natin sa ating kamay ang batas. So, if we trust God's way, we will finally see good will triumph over evil. Injuries will finally heal and righteousness is restored. Again, gayon pa man, ang PNP leadership, I believe, will be able to serve justice. Tulungan sila ng Diyos. Ipanalangin natin sila. Proverbs 28:4 and 5. Silang nagpapabaya sa kautusan ay nagsisipuri sa masama. Ngunit, ang nag-iingat ng kautusan ay nakikipagkaalit sa kanila. Ang masamang tao ay hindi nakauunawa ng katulan, ngunit silang nagsisihanap sa Panginoon ay nakakaunawa sa lahat ng mga bagay. So to reject the law is to praise the wicked. To obey the law is to fight them. So evil people do not understand justice. Pero yung mga sumusunod sa Diyos, mga nananampalataya sa Panginoong Jesucristo, tunay na nakakaunawa ng bagay ng Diyos. And again, as I said earlier, justice, what we know, should be more than justice what we know. Because there's what we call biblical justice. Ano po ito? It is making sure that all members of the community have access to resources. Biblical justice is making sure na mayroong access po ang tao for the goods, resources, for the sake of a viable life of dignity. Yung tao, magkaroon sila ng access sa malayang pamumuhay, bagay na kailangan din sa kanilang pamumuhay, all in good terms, including the widows, the orphans, the immigrants, those without leverage or those without the muscle to sustain their own legitimate place in the society. Simply means, ang katarungan, hindi lamang kasala sa iyo parusahan, kundi mabuhay ka ng malaya, makapamuhay ka, makabili ka ng kailangan mo, gamit ang perang pinaghirapan mo, makapamuhay ka ng tahimik sa lugar mo gusto, na walang nagigipit sa iyo. You receive fairness in everything. At the same time, tayo doing the same to others. So simply relational, taking care of each other. And that is biblical justice. Yung hindi yung nakararanas siya araw-araw ng napanurong daliri, mapanghusgang mga mata. Yung walang ganon. Dahil pagka nakararanas po ang tao ng ganoon, hindi siya nabubuhay ng makatarungan. So, let's try to take care of each other. Hayaan nating malayang makapamuhay, walang gipitan, walang pilitan, yung maipilit mo gusto mo. So, it is the act of loving your neighbor, acting out the love na meron ka mula sa Diyos to make sure others have what they need, even if that means giving some of yours. Yung bang nagpapagaan ka ng buhay ng iba, hindi para konsintin sila sa katamaran nila, kundi they needed something at meron kang kakayahan, even out of sacrifice, bibigyan mo sila ng konting kaluwagan, you are doing biblical justice. That is going beyond our individual responsibility. Hindi, sige nabigyan na kita, tapos na ako sa iyo. Natulungan na kita, tapos na ako sa iyo. Hindi ganun na mayroong timetable. Sasabi natin, biblical justice is taking care of one another, requiring us to do something when people are in authority fails to care for the needy. So, ang tao po na naghahangad ng katarungan because they have human rights. And when we talk about human rights, ang United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, among the rights ng tao, 30 na binanggit doon, as far as I know, the following includes the right to life and liberty. People have freedom from slavery, should have freedom from slavery and torture, should have freedom of opinion and expression, the right to work and education, the right to equality before the law, freedom from arbitrary arrest and exile, right to fair public hearing, right to be considered innocent until proven guilty. So everyone is entitled sa mga karapatang ito without discrimination. So how do we uphold justice and human rights? First, learn to respect. Respect the human rights of all citizens, regardless of age, gender, place of residence, regardless of education, socio-economic status, even religion or political affiliation. So as the saying goes, justice is blind. It is impartial and objective. Listen, Isaiah 1:17. Matuto kang gumawa ng mabuti, inyong hanapin ang katulan, inyong saklolohan ang napipigati, inyong hatulan ang ulila, ipagsanggalang nyo ang babaeng bao. When we say hatulan ang mga ulila, seek to defend them. Those who cannot defend themselves, ang katarungan na meron tayo should defend them. The helpless, the needy. So do not twist justice in legal matters by favoring the poor or the friends or being partial to the rich and powerful. Always judge people fairly. Leviticus 19:15, huwag kayong gagawa ng kalikuan sa paghatol, huwag kayong magtatangi ng pagkatao ng dukha, ni huwag niyong pararangalan ang pagkatao ng makapangyarihan, kundi hahatulan nyo ng katulan, ng katwiran ang inyong kapwa. That is respect. Secondly, be responsible. Yung duties as law enforcers, lalo na, duty natin sa ating kapwa, no? Dapat responsible tayong ipatupad. Let's be faithful in executing our duties responsibly. PNP mission statement includes the phrase, enforce the law without fear and favor. And this is what God wants. Administer true justice, show mercy and compassion one to another. Zechariah 7:9, maglapat kayo ng tunay na katulan, magpakita ng kaawaan, ng kahabagan ang bawat isa sa kanyang kapatid. So mapapalad yung mga tao who act justly, who always do what is right, lalo sa kapwa. Psalm 106:3, mapalad silang nag-iingat ng katulan at siyang gumagawa ng katwiran sa buong panahon. As my guiding verse, one of my guiding verses, napakainam yung talatang Micah 6:8. Do what the Lord requires of thee. Ano sabi ng Diyos? God requires us to do justly, to love mercy, and walk humbly. Justice is what God requires of us. Lahat tayo dapat gumawa ng may katarungan. And we must recognize the fact that we are all accountable sa Diyos higit sa lahat. Law enforcers, men and women in uniform, tayong sibilyan, let us always be aware na mananagot tayo sa Diyos, sa Kanya na nakatingin sa atin. Pananagutan natin ang lahat ng ating ginagawa. Romans 14:12, we will all be accountable sa Diyos. God doesn't want anything na manggagaling sa atin kung tutusin. God is the owner of everything. But God wants us to do justice. God wants us to express love, kindness, and walk humbly. Si Micah, sa binasa natin 6:8, reiterates that justice is something we do. Hindi dapat naghihintay. Too often we hear the word justice. We believe that it means we should seek out justice for ourselves. We want just to serve when we feel like we've been wrong. Pag nakakadama tayo that we deserve more than something that we're given, we want justice. Inaati sinisigaw. But that is definitely not the type of justice. Higit pa roon, ang nais ng Diyos, God is calling us to do justice that works for the equality of all people. God is asking us to advocate for the powerless. God is requiring us to turn things upside down so that the poor and the oppressed are raised up. God is in no way asking us to ensure our own wealth so that we get what we deserve. Noon, si Kristo rin po ay napag-init ang ulo sa mga injustices na nakita niya sa paligid. The system of the people wherein he walks around during his time na nagkatawan tao. And he was disappointed sa mga taong iyon who are eager to sought out for their own success over the opportunity to lift up others. Instead na tulungan, pag-aani ng buhay ng iba, nagdudumali silang magtagumpay para sa sariling pakinabang, self-interest. Eh kung paano yun nangyayari, ilalo na ho sa ngayon. Walang kabusugan ang tao sa pagkamal ng yaman. Dugot pawis ng tao, ninanakaw, pinagpapasasaan. At ang mga anak nakukonsente sa pagpapakalayaw ng buhay. Then they would judge us for telling them, sumusobra na kayo, and they would be depressed and they will kill themselves. Oh Lord, have mercy. Tapos yung pagpasasaan ng buhay, pera at pawis ng mamamayan, na pagka kayo na sita, nabatikos, you will feel depressed and then kawawa naman kayo. Kawawa naman daw sila. There's no justice in them. Tulungan tayo ng Panginoong Diyos na talagang maintindihan. Una ng mga magulang, maituwid sa mga anak, na ang tunay na katwiran, katarungan, ay hindi yung you will take advantage of people instead of making yourself rich, kundi you are enriching others to uplift them. Gumaan ang buhay sa tamang paraan. Ituwid ang landas ng mga tao. Help the helpless. Help those who cannot help themselves. That is true justice. God knew that justice could not occur while everyone was happy with the status quo. Practicing justice is opening our eyes sa paligid natin. Yung makita natin yung disparity between the poor and the rich, between those who are less fortunate and those who have economic privileges, and start caring for those who are hurting. True justice is taking the opportunity to help those in need, not only when it is convenient or required, kundi whenever you see there's an opportunity, you stretch your resources and try to uplift somebody else. And once we are freed from our narcissism, once we are freed of loving our own selves, thinking we are the center of the world, once we are freed from the dignity we try to defend, alam niyo, then we will finally able to live and act with just and truthfulness. Is there still justice sa ating panahon? Kahit justice muna tayo, tiis-tiis lang ho. There will be justice. As long as God is there, there will always be justice. Kundi man po dito sa lupa, God will always make sure justice will be served. Justice cannot be for one side alone. Justice is for all. No man is above the law, and no man should be below it. Sabi ni Cornel West, never forget that justice is what love looks like in public. Let's all practice fairness. May God help us. And may God give you peace. Panalangin po ninyo patuloy ang ating mga squad members. Si Patrolman Tyron Espinosa, Patrolman Reginald de la Cruz, Patrolman Francis Legardo, Police Staff Sergeant Adio Burgess, Police Master Sergeant Fernando Datig, Police Master Sergeant Rudolph Ramos, Police Master Sergeant Ryan Garcia. Pray for our Assistant Squad Leader, si Police Senior Master Sergeant Will Ray Guillermo, at ang aming squad leader na si Police Executive Master Sergeant Sir Joseph Aquino. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, and then always be reminded, justice for all, and let's be fair. Micah 6:8, do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly before God. God bless us all. Until next time. Salamat po.